So you're an editor-in-chief and founder of Flix, which is a website that is, quote, your daily dose of what's best in Greek and world cinema. So what is a great film? I know you just kind of mentioned a little bit of that, but what makes a great film?
It has to be enjoyable, of course. It has to be something that you want to watch, but it also is something that will make you think or feel something extra. It doesn't have to be perfect in how it is constructed or in terms of the technical aspect, but it has to have something that it will move you in one way or another. I don't just mean it in a sentimental way, but you'll take something out of it. Something will make you a better or different person. It will affect you in a way.
Even one molecule, as
exactly, as I said earlier. But that goes for, from a film like Joker, for instance, to Liberté that I mentioned earlier. So it's a huge spectrum.
Sure, but is that different in different parts of the world, or is that kind of a universal type of thing with cinema in general?
Well, I think that good
different tastes, maybe in different regions?
Taste plays a big part, but I believe that good cinema, it goes beyond, language. It goes beyond cultural differences. If a film is good, it will work more or less the same for someone in the States and someone in Greece, someone in Asia, but it has to work in a deeper level.
Not subsurface, but deeper. Yeah.
That's my opinion, at least.
Okay. So well, then, I mean, you basically channeled that guy that you were talking about that was an influence, and so you became kind of a film critic. So what are 3 films that? And sorry to put you on the spot, but what are kind of like 3 films that you would recommend to anyone that's just interested in cinema in general? Wow. Are there 3 that just come to mind? Maybe the first 3 that come to mind.
I don't know. I mean, one of the films that had a great impact on me when I had started working in cinema, and it was in criticism, and it was Fight Club by David Fincher.
Of course.
I mean,
Chuck Palahniuk's book.
Yes, exactly. I still remember watching that film and coming out of the press screening and thinking, wow, what is that I just saw? And I mean, I haven't seen it since, I think, and it might have dated a bit. Well, I've seen it years back, though, again. It might have been dated a bit now, but still, I think even if a 25-year-old person sees it today, as I was when I watched it, it will still have a very strong effect on him. Apart from that, I really can't say just 3. I mean, I don't know.
Of course. There can be
from David Lynch's Blue Velvet, for instance, which is, and I know I'm only talking about Greek, American films now, but Pasolini's Theorem was a film that it really had a big effect on me as well. And I don't know, from Greek films, well, there are so many, but there is this guy, his name is Nikos Koundoros, and actually we have an exhibition of his. He started out not as a filmmaker, but as a painter, an artist at the beginning, and he's dead now, but he has made some of the greatest Greek films, I think, ever. And one of his films, called The Ogre of Athens, that's one of the films that...
Just one,
exactly.
So, being a film critic, that's got to be decently difficult if you enjoy film as well. So how do you kind of disconnect that personal wanting to see just a film and then also being a critic?
It's very hard to explain it, but there is a way that it works, and actually I stole it from someone else who was asked the same question, and in a way it's like seeing the same film but at that moment, splitting yourself in 2. And so at one level, there is the guy who enjoys the film and watches it with the eyes, and deeper in, it's the other guy who kind of dissects it and thinks about it in a different level. Having said that, though, I have to say that I don't just watch films for work. I also watch films for pleasure, and there are times that I just want to see something to put my mind in a slower speed and just enjoy that. And well, this is one of my biggest problems when we are preparing the festival, and that's spring to late summer, I'm watching all the films that we have to program here on, and I'm not watching anything else. So it's basically, I don't know, 4 or 5 films a day that are films that we want to program.
Right.
And you know, there come times when I think, now I would like to watch something that I don't have to watch it and to think about it, analyze it, or to
Right.
you know
Yes.
to judge it in a way.
Yes,
But
yes,
it's
yes.
not the right word. But something that will, you know, I can just watch it on the couch and have fun with
Well,
it.
but is that you going to maybe a cinema and doing the popcorn, the traditional,
Yes, I do
or
that.
is it Netflix, Amazon Prime, and all the streaming
Yeah,
services now?
I do both. I mean,
Okay,
yeah,
yeah,
I do
yeah.
both. And I have to say that, I consider myself very lucky in that aspect, that I still haven't lost my appetite for watching movies.
Oh, okay,
And
that's
that goes for both, you know, mainstream, but also the films that we program here. I mean, when I know that a director that I admire has a new film and it's going to be in Cannes or wherever, if we get a screener to watch it here, the anticipation and the thrill is still there every time, which is